Welcome to another episode in Positive Parenting in my channel Healthify with Dr. Niyati. We are looking at healthy parenting. So, in the playlist on with Healthify with Dr. Niyati's YouTube channel, you will find a special playlist on positive parenting. Today's episode is very interesting for me too, and for many of the parents who asked me to write about discipline. Disciplining a child has become very difficult today, especially because of social media. The child has access to every video on social media, and so the growth of the child is getting hampered in certain ways. So, what is exactly discipline? See, I always tell, whenever they ask me, I always, in my webinars also, I've told them that strictness and firmness are two different things. Strictness and firmness are two different things. When you want your child to be disciplined, the child has to know that my parent is firm, and that my parent, when says no, it means no. It could mean yes, no. It is no means it is no. So that firmness has to be there. When you always remember, it is healthy for a child to know that, to take no as a reply. If you, I know that many parents have faced poverty, have not had things in their childhood, so they want to give things to their children. I'll give you a very example of a parent which speaks great things about this. A parent came to me with a child in the senior KG who was started putting on weight. She was already 40 kilos in senior KG. So I told the parents that you need to stop her from going for tuitions. She's going to school. Senior KG doesn't need tuitions. You take the child to a park and make her run and sports, and then put her into whichever sport she likes. And from today, you will not give her chocolates and cold drinks and packet, wafers and things that come in a packet. So the father was like, he was very emotional, and he said, madam, when I was small, I never got chocolates to eat and I never got cold drinks to drink. So I think that I give it to my child. So I interrupted him and I said, listen to one thing. You didn't get chocolates and you didn't get cold drinks. So you eat chocolates and you drink cold drinks. But your child is suffering because of the chocolates and cold drinks. You're seeing that your child is putting on weight. So you need to stop that. When you go to the office, buy a chocolate every day and you eat it. And then the parent was like, yes, madam, what you're saying is correct. I'm doing the wrong thing. That is why my child is putting on weight. And it was such a fun win-win in the clinic. The mother was laughing. The father was laughing. The child was like, why are they laughing? What are they coming? Because we were talking in a different language so that the child doesn't understand much of what we are talking. And then the parent was like, okay, now I know, and I will find out time. And I think within 1 year, the child was like very sprightly, active, and they found out a lovely badminton court in the local, because the child who said that she would like to play badminton. And so then she started playing badminton, and she is still into, I think she's college level, still playing badminton. So this is a very example of what parents are indulging their children in. Many of the times, because we faced poverty in childhood, we feel that we should give as many things as we would like. Okay, you want to give things to your child? Give your child good, healthy toys. Give them good books. Give them drawing books. Give them crayons to draw. Teach them how to draw. Take them for picnics. And picnics just doesn't mean taking them to a mall or shopping. You can take them to a railway station. Now, if you're in a metropolis, you can take them to a metro station. You can take them to see different highways that are being built. You can take them to dairies. You can take them to farms. You can take them to so many other places. Spend money like this, rather than indulging and giving into their wants. And especially wants like, want a phone because my friend has a phone. Because we are also indulging into those things. So parents also need to look into themselves. In this whole thing, there is the role of the parents, there is the role of the grandparents, especially the grandparents. I would like to urge to all grandparents that always, if the mother is scolding the child, don't then take the child's side. remain aloof. And if the child comes to you and complains about the parents, say, I am not going to talk. Your mother's word is the last word. I'm not going to talk. The child will realize that whatever he or she is throwing tantrums for, or whatever is not going to be answered and given into. So be firm, not strict. If you hit a child or scold a child, that's not going to improve your child. But your own way of talking, if you talk while talking to anybody, you say sorry, thank you, even if you thank your own maid in the house, see the difference that language makes on your child. Many a times when we are walking on the street and anybody bashes into us or walks badly, we are rude to them, we even abuse them. We should stop that if our child is around us. Always remember. Also about food. Whatever food is served, and fast food will not be given to a child when the child is growing. Instead, teach a child what is proteins, what is fats, what is carbohydrates, what are micronutrients, how to look at your thali every day, whether I've made this, I've made that. So the child will also start understanding things. So for a bonding, firmness is very, very important. It's not strictness, but it is firmness. Also, when you don't give in to the child, explain to the child, I'm not giving in because I want you to learn these small things, and see then how the child responds to you. The child will respond so positively. And when you then grow old, like me, and then your child is not with you, the bird has flown, there are so many small memories in which you can rewind in your mind, live them, and laugh with joy that you've been a good parent in the end. Maybe not an ideal parent, but a good parent, and you've raised a lovely flower that is blossoming so beautifully. How you liked, please don't forget to tell me how you liked this episode. Leave your comment in the comment box. Also, Healthify with Dr. Niyati is a WhatsApp group. If you would like to be a part of that WhatsApp group, then send me a request. I've left my number in the description box, so I will accept your request and add you to the group. Thank you.